Trying to figure out if a guy wants to take things serious can leave us scratching our heads. Some guys may only want to stay in the hookup culture, whereas some guys may leave you thinking about making things uber official. So if you want to know the signs that he is emotionally attracted to you, today is your lucky day. This video will help you recognize if this guy is worth keeping around or if his behavior is very much so not genuine. So let's dive in deep, like and subscribe. Number 1, there is no pressure in the bedroom. This should be obvious. A man that doesn't push for you to be different in the bedroom, he doesn't break your boundaries, he respects you and waits for when you are ready, is a guy that respects you on an emotional level. And that's because your happiness means the world to him, so he is willing to wait. Yes, on the inside he may be raring to go, but he won't push you until you are ready. He opens up to you emotionally. Men find it harder than women to open up due to the stigma of men apparently being weak if they have normal human functions such as sadness. A guy will feel the urge to be a little bit emotionally vulnerable with you if he is emotionally investing. It kind of just comes out. Sometimes he will be surprised that he let his walls down, and then after that he may be a little bit distant for a couple of days to recover. Some emotionally vulnerable things could be he shares his childhood stories, he tells you things he doesn't share with others, and he doesn't feel shame to tell you when he is feeling down or has had a bad day at work. He is in tune to your mood. Someone that is emotionally invested into us will be able to pick up on when you are not feeling your most glorious, happiest self. So if he suddenly asks her, "Are you okay? Do you want a hug?" This is him checking in on you, trying to make you feel better because he senses that you're not feeling yourself. He may not be able to comfort you in a way that you would like, but the fact that he is doing something means he likes you. He is always in regular contact. Does he speak to you every day, on the phone or by messages? If so, this is your sign. He may even apologize if he can't get in touch with you as often as he likes. You will find an emotionally attracted guy will always want to be in touch. He wants to know you're okay, how your day went, and sometimes just to hear your voice. Your conversations are meaningful. If a guy is only attracted to you on a physical level, he may try to stop those deep conversations from happening. Whereas a man that wants to invest in you will talk for hours. He will want to keep that conversation going and the time will feel like it simply flies by. He wants to hear your opinion. He will come to you for your approval. Maybe he completed something big at work and he tells you about it and it feels like he wants your approval and praise. Well, this is a sign. If he wants to know your thoughts and opinions, this is great news. It shows he values your mind and what you think is a big deal for him. He feels like a safe place. Do you just have the vibe of feeling safe around him? Like all that tension melts away and you can really relax? This is a great sign. It shows that you are both in a place of comfort and you are both safe for each other, which you would not feel if he was only interested in you on a physical level. This safe place feeling is the start of a deep connecting relationship. He is attentive. The biggest giveaway is his body language. Does he look comfortable when around you? Does he automatically want to sit next to you when you are sitting at a table together? Does he walk by your side when out in public? If he gives his attention to you and always asks if he can get you anything when you spend time together, it's a big deal. He's paying attention to your emotional needs and wants to make sure you are okay. This even comes down to him noticing new things about you. He will notice you are wearing your hair differently. He notices when you're wearing a new coat. These little phrases of, "Is that new or is that different?" tells you how much he studies you. Remember, we can only love someone based on the experiences of love we have received from our parents and caregivers. So if his love language is physical touch, he may not be great at expressing words, giving you that encouragement when you need it, but he will be there for you physically with hand-holding and hugs. Now, I get it. This tip can tie in very close to how a guy would react if he was just a really good friend. But the attentiveness is something that when we are in a relationship with someone, we really know and tune into how they feel, a little bit more than what a friend would do. So if you notice he is always looking at you, he always seems to know when you're not feeling too good, or he senses when you are happy, and then he has this empathy where he gets happy when you're happy, this is a good sign. You will notice this attentiveness is teamed up with touch. So a friend may say, "Oh my gosh, I love that new haircut," but a guy will say, "I love that hair," and he will touch it. If you have a new coat, he will want to touch it. He's kind of playing this risky behavior of coming into your personal space at the same time, where he's testing to see how you react. And this is, of course, someone that notices you emotionally and wants to appease you physically as well. You are a big deal in his life. A guy that does not find it awkward or even a big deal to answer calls from his friends and family in front of you, to take you out when his friends are there, is a man who is emotionally invested. He already considers you a big part of his life, and he is able to invite you into his inner circle of people. If you guys are fairly new at dating and he talks about his friends to you a lot, it's a sign he feels safe to share his inner VIPs. He may even feel that seeing you at the weekend is his regular routine now, so he may act a little bit disappointed when you tell him that you're hanging out with your friends this weekend. He remembers the small things. Most guys can be kind of clueless to remember those smaller details. However, if a guy shocks you with how he remembers those small things, this could be a green flag. It could simply be, "Oh hey, how is Jess doing? You said she was having some boyfriend problems." This means he listens to what you say and finds it important. He could order you a drink at Starbucks and say, "Do you want your usual?" Or even, "Let's go to this new restaurant, it's Italian, I know you'll love it." It may be that he remembers something small, but he shows you he values you and he finds you important in his life. He will be putting in the effort to remember the small things to impress you and to make you happy, which means it's a little bit different from friendship behavior because he really wants to impress you. He will ask for your advice. It could range from, "What shirt should I buy for the work party?" to, "I'm really struggling with my job, what should I do?" He's turning to you for advice because he values you. Maybe you can't solve his problems, but the fact he's opening up to you shows the emotional attraction he has for you. He wants to be there for you. He may offer to drive you home after cocktail night. He offers to water your houseplants when you go away for the weekend. He wants to show you that he supports you and you can count on him for those little things. He may tell you that you are okay to share your work problems with him, and it seems like he wants to know more when you share your recent friend problems. Now, he cares about your emotional and physical well-being, so you can expect him to never leave you feeling lonely. And there you have it, my ladies, a guide to help you to identify if he is emotionally attracted to you. I hope this video gives you the answers that you're looking for. Until the next time, take care of yourself and see you soon.